Assalamu alaikum wa Ramadanukum Mubarak. Before we start to learn about subject-verb agreements, let's make a review. Before we start our new lesson, let's review what we have learned about family vocabulary and the differences between the present simple and present progressive tenses. Family vocabulary review. We learned how to describe family members and their characteristics. Let's recall some key points. Family members like father وهو الأب, وmother وهي الأم, brother, sister, son, daughter, uncle and aunt, in addition to cousin, etc. We should introduce their descriptions like age, hair color, height, hobbies, pets. Example, or here we have some examples or questions. What do we call our father's brother? Sure, he is uncle. What do we call our mother's parents? Yes, they are grandparents. How do we describe someone with yellow hair? Yes, good. His blonde hair. Now let's jump to the differences between present simple and present progressive. Let me read our present or our first example. Peter plays football every weekend. We use the present simple for habits and routines. Every weekend shows a repeated action. The next one, Mr. Benson works as a journalist. Here, the present simple is used for permanent situation or jobs. So works describes Mr. Benson's profession. The next one is present progressive. Look, Peter is playing football now. The present progressive is used for action happening right now. The word look signals that we should focus on what's happening at the moment. Final check-in. So for final check-in, before we move on, let's discuss what's the difference between present simple and present progressive. Can you describe your family using family vocabulary and the correct sentence? What are some signal words that help us know which tense to use? What are some signal words that we Great job. Now let's move on to our new lesson. Today we are going to learn about subject-verb agreement. This means that the verb must match the subject in a sentence. If the subject is singular, the verb must also be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb must be plural. Let's break it down step by step. Regular verbs in the present simple. In the present simple tense, we follow this rule. If the subject is I, you, we, or they, the verb says or stays the same. Okay? So if the subject is he or she or it, we add s to the verb. So let me see, or let me see you these examples. So example 1 with like. I like pizza. Here there is no S because the subject is I. I is first person singular. She like or she likes pizza. Which one is true? Sure, she likes pizza is the true. We add S because she's singular. They like pizza. Here no S because they is plural. The next example with play. We play football on Sundays. We is plural, so no S. We don't need to use or to add S to the verb. Why? He play or he plays football. Sure, he plays football on Sundays is true because we add S because he is singular. This practice helps reinforce the difference between subject-verb agreement. In the present simple tense, remember with he and she or it, we add S to the verb. Now let's practice using the correct verb forms in the present simple tense. Pay attention to the subject of each sentence. Does it need an S at the end of the verb? Let's fill in the blanks together. Firstly, I want a cat. What is your answer? Yes, good. Want. He a cat. Good. He wants a cat. We a cat. Good. We want a cat. My mother a cat. Good. Good job. My mother wants a cat. And the fifth one, my cousins want a cat. Sure, my cousins want a cat because my cousins are plural. So we don't add S to want. Now the next type from irregular verbs, special cases. Some verbs don't follow the regular rule of adding S. Instead, they change their form. Okay? Especially, we have the verb to be. I am happy, for instance. Is used with I only. You are happy. Are is used with you, we, they. The next one is he's happy. He is used with he or she or it. Example sentence: my parents are at home. Plural subject, so we add are. My brother is at home. It's a singular. He is a singular. My brother is at home, so my brother is singular. So we add is to the my brother. To my brother. Hi there. What's the difference between superfluous and worthless? The first one, superfluous. Superfluous means unnecessary, especially through being more than enough. يعني شيء عديم القيمة أو غير ضروري أو زائد فائض عن الاحتياج. Don't include superfluous details in your report. لا تضمن أو لا تضيف معلومات أو تفاصيل غير ضرورية في هذا الريبورت. The next one, worthless. Worthless, having no value in money or in use. يعني عديم القيمة لا ماديا ولا معنويا. That promise is worthless. هذا الوعد أو ذاك الوعد لا قيمة له.